Good evening, everybody. My name's Andrew, and welcome to Rip and Flip and Break 006. So tonight we have a box of just the normal Footy Stars, 36 packs, a bit to get through there, and then a Footy Stars 2026 hobby box where we have a higher rate of hitting some better stuff. So we'll start with the Footy Stars 2026 first off tonight. But also firstly, I'd like to say welcome to Brooke, Corey, and Chris tonight. So welcome to the channel and buying into your first break, and thanks to those that have bought in before and have bought in again tonight. Much appreciated. Good luck. Let's hope we can get something for everybody tonight, and let's get cracking. Let's get breaking. Righto, first box, plenty of packs to get through here. We'll open the normal one first. Crack this one open. I've opened a few just general packs I got from the servo for these as well. Didn't get anything too crazy, but it was just good to see what we're going to get in these. So plenty of packets to rip through tonight. I'll try and get through them reasonably quickly. I do have some trouble opening these sometimes. So anyway, like I said, good luck and happy Easter, everybody. And let's see if we can get some predictors and some of the Mercuries, and yeah, see how we go. All right, I'll just go through them quickly. So we have just the normal luminous. Oh, then we have a, what do they call these things? I can't even remember anymore. Octane, that's right, in the silver. I'll keep the just the normal sort of box hits to the side for the minute. I only put up the better sort of stuff, or the number stuff, as we get them up on the stand for everybody. Oh, no good start. Apologies. All right, what have we got? A Jace Burgoyne and a footy heads of Ben King. So the luminous this year. In these ones, there's no numbered luminous, but in the hobby there is for sure. So those, they're a slightly different design as well. So a little bit different to last year's Footy Stars. What do we got? A Nick Martin Luminous and a Seth Campbell from the Tigers in the... what do you call those? I can't even remember. The acetates, that's right. They literally call them what they are. Alright. I'm not going too bad with these packs so far. They're just getting caught on my hands. Alright, what have we got here? Scott Pendlebury in the Luminous and a 100 game milestone game of Michael Frederick. Really like the milestone cards, and they are numbered in the hobby. Not sure if anyone's been watching the footy this weekend. I haven't seen too much. I watched a little bit of the game on Thursday night, and I'll try and watch the Cats game tomorrow. Hudson O'Keefe in the Luminous and Ed Langdon in the milestone games. Hopefully the Cats can get up over the Hawks, but not sure. We haven't been playing great footy so far this season, so see how we go. All right, luminous of the young superstar Sammy Layla for the Tigers, and Big Baz Smith from the Cats and the Footy Heads. Hoping he has a good game tomorrow. Especially with still no danger back in and a couple of small changes. All right, again a luminous in Aaron Norton, and we have our first of these. What do they call these? I can't actually remember, but anyway, they look super cool. I like that in the red for the Crows. I think they all come in the team colours as well in those variations. They are numbered 312 of 425. They are a high number, but they do look really cool though. I do like them. The design looks really good. Something a little bit different to previous. And I know again in the hobby they have the like the silver colour version of those. Alright, Lockie Neal in the Luminous, James Ray Bottom in the acetate. Alright, getting through these. Ollie Dempsey for the Cats. And a footy heads of Jake Waterman from the Eagles. And I have a lot of cards. If you're interested in your base cards as well, let me know. I'm happy to send them out. If not, I'll just keep them around, and I generally end up donating them to the kids at work. Toby Green from the Giants, and a Maxi Holmes in the Octane. There is a gold variant of the Octane in the Hobby boxes, which are numbered, the gold ones. So again, something a little bit different, like they've done in the past, like the milestone games. They do number them, make them a little bit more collectible, I suppose. Josh Rochelle from the Crows, and the footy heads of Max King. Off the back. Haven't sort of worked out what I want to collect from the Cats yet. Sort of been looking and seeing what there is. Ryan Marich and Marcus Bontempelli from the Doggies in the acetate. Alright, not quite halfway. 36 is a lot of pack. Not sure how much of this is still around in the shops. I still have 2 boxes of normal Footy Stars. Errol Goulden, and I did spot a boom here. Who have we got? A boom of Bailey Humphries from the Gold Coast Suns, numbered very low, number 5 of 510. Very nice. I do like the booms. I collected all the Geelong booms last year, the team ones. So they're really cool. I don't know, something about that little bit of a cartoon style that I like. And they've changed it up. And again, in the Hobby, there's the Lava version, so the red version. Bailey Humphrey again. Footy heads of Big Maxi Gorn. He had a rip snorter of a game on the weekend. Yeah, scored very well in the Supercoach stat, that's for sure. Alrighty. So next up we have Marbort Chol from the Hawkies, and a Connor Rosey 150 games. So I'm happy for you to flick me a message if you want the base cards. Like I said, if not, if I don't hear anything, I will just send them out if you have some cards to send out. Dan Houston and Errol Goulden from the Swans. Happy to do so. Also still got another box of Hoby as well. I've still got 2 boxes of Seamless and 2 boxes of Eminence. So I thought we'd do something different this week. Jordan Dawson from the Crows and the Luminous, and an Octane of Alex Davies from the Suns. A lot of cards to get through though on these compared to the Seamless, where we only had, well, I think we had 11 in both boxes that we opened. Still looking for some multiple team patches in those. Luke McDonald and a footy heads of Tom Papley from the Swannies. Swannies made a bit of a mess of the poor West Coast Eagles on the weekend. It made them look a bit shabby. After they had a couple of wins in a row, gave a bit of false confidence there, unfortunately. Sean Manor from the Cats and the Luminous, and Milestone Games, 250 games of Jack McRae. So seeing if we can get anything else decent hit-wise. So we obviously get your normal base, but looking for those numbered cards in here. The Premiership Predictors. Finn Callahan from the Giants. Nick Martin in the acetate from the Bombers. If you're collecting specific teams, not a bad way to go. There's plenty to collect in these. There's always a lot of variants and a lot of numbered cards, or not numbered cards, a lot of inserts. Maxi Gorn again, but in the Luminous, and footy heads of Nick Larkey. So hoping we can pull something in here before we open the Hobby. We have a high chance of pulling numbered cards in the Hobby. Marcus Windhager from the Saints, and our first Jack Gresham, a limited edition. Don't mind these. I pulled quite a lot of those in the packs I got from the service station. I think I had 4 in a row. Not quite sure what the pack odds are for those. And there is a variation, which is a low numbered, I think down to 30, and I've seen the Dacos card went for some phenomenal amount of money. Crazy old Dacos, what people will pay for him. Paddy Cripps from Carlton and Adam Sard from the Blues as well. Double Blues in that pack. In the acetate. Tom Brown from the Tigers. And looks like an Octane from the Demons of Harvey Langford there. Like I said last week, if there's anything you're interested in me ripping, if you're more interested in the Eminence or in the Seamless or more of this, we can. Sam Darcy in the Luminous, John Newcomb in the Footy Heads. Let me know so I know what you're keen on and what you want me to open up. I do enjoy just opening cards in general. But something I actually had fun doing, and I thought, well, may as well share that with everybody else as we go along. Josh Dunkley and Caleb Windsor in the acetate. Now getting through, hoping we can get something else in this base Footy Stars box. Outside of the normal inserts, Christian Salem in the Luminous and Justin McInerney in the 100 Gamers for the Swannies. The one good thing about the Footy Stars is generally everyone should get something at a minimum. There's just so many cards to pull out. Cooper Sharman from the Saints, Footy Heads of Archie Roberts. Getting through these, not too far from the end. Paul Curtis from North Melbourne and Mitch Owens from the Saints in the acetate. Alrighty. Looks like I'm opening them reasonably well. I know last year's cards I really struggled to open in any sort of a hurry at all. Jordan Clark from Freo and Nick Blakey in the limited edition. I really like that Jake Saligo from the Crows there. It's just really stands out, that design. Will and Drew in the Luminous, Footy Heads of Todd Marshall. Really do like it. I know there is that silver variation and each team has their own sort of colour variation of green or blue and I'm not sure what else. Obviously the red or orange, whatever you want to call it. Archie Perkins from the D's. Milestone Games of Harry Perriman 150. Alright, getting low towards the end. 4 packs, including this one. Let's pull something good to finish off this box before we hit the hobby. Elijah Hewitt from West Coast. Darcy Moore in the Footy Heads. Don't mind this new design as well. A little bit different to last year. Last year was a little bit old school. Just a bit like this, a little bit better. Too far there. James Rowbottom and a Tom McCarthy from the West Coast Eagles in the limited edition as well. That's 3 of those so far for this box. Let's stick those there. Alright, second last pack. Sammy Collins and a Andrew Brayshaw in the acetate. 1 pack left. Last pack. Last pack magic, hey? Let's hope so before we get into the hobby. Hope we can get some better cards in there, hey? One of those things. Nick Watson and Footy Heads of Sammy Layla. So it's a couple of Sammy Layla cards. Alright, well, let's get into the good stuff. Let's get into the hobby boxes where we know we're going to get a bit more out of these. $18 packs in here. A little bit different to last year, whereas was it last year they had really big, thick packs, and the base cards were just the standard base cards, but they just had more of them. So kind of nice that they've changed to a more reflective version of them. So, all right, let's get cracking. To the hobby. I do like that. I don't know if anyone's seen these before, but I'm sure you have. That's more silver refractor, a bit like the Topps Chrome do. All right, Nick Martin in the Luminous. 777 of 850. It's a nice high one, that one. Milestone Games of Connor Nash. Number 22 of 250. Not sure what number he is. DeConing, Waterman, and Owens. All right, I will sleeve these ones up as I go. We get the sort of bigger numbered card or lower numbered cards, I will put them in top loaders as we go. Actually, I might put that one in. I do like there down to 250. That one in. Oh, very good. Oh, good start. A couple of numbered cards there. To be expected. All the Luminous. Move through these. Jake Bowie from the D's. Number 784 of 850. And a Bailey Smith. Number 212 of 315 in the gold octane. So we do get a Luminous in every pack, I believe. So I might just leave these and stick these to the side, or we'll end up with a whole bucket load of them there in front of us as we go through. Alrighty. Alright, Kelsha Deer and a Jacob Van Rooyen in the Lava, number 90 of 140, very nice, and 570 of 850 for the Kelsha Deer. Yeah, like I said, I do like the boom cards, whether it's the ices or the lavas for the different versions. Even last year's I like that. They just look cool. I really like that that comic book feel or look. All right. Yep. Cooper Sharman here, and we have a Jacob Wiedering in that silver variation. These are a bit lower numbers, so 51 of 85 there. Very nice. They just, that pattern is just really cool. And I'll sleeve that one up before we move on. So good start. Still looking for some either like the platinum premiership predictors or any of the predictors, to be honest. Haven't hit one yet, so it'd be nice to get one of those. Alright, Seth Campbell from the Tigers in the Luminous, and a Mitch Georgiades in the Gold Octane. It is numbered 149 of 315 and 42 of 850 for Seth Campbell from the Tigers. There's one there. Is it Brooke? You've got Carlton, so that's probably the best card we've pulled so far tonight. Let's hope we can still pull something even bigger for someone. Still plenty in there to get. Oh, well, here we go. I just skipped straight through that one. So Josh Worrell, we'll skip past that, and we have a platinum Brownlow predictor of Harley Reid. If you can not get wiped out, that'd be amazing. 0-2 of 60, super low there. That is for no one picked up West Coast. So it's unfortunate. I thought someone had it. It's the Western Bulldogs that Chris has got. So that is a very nice card. Everyone loves a bit of Harley Reid. He's not doing himself much credit this year so far. He's been a bit of a pain for West Coast, for them and for others. But it still is a platinum predictor. And that's the signature platinum predictor too, which is cool. And we also have from West Coast a Liam Baker in the, what do they call these? The etched. That's right. And they do have a really cool design. You kind of can't see it that well, but it's really cool. Number 38 of 145. They kind of remind me of the late 90s NBA cards, what they were called. There was the Michael Jordan ones and stuff. They were really cool. And this was 69 of 850 from the Crows. All right. So this is quite a good little box so far. And see if it keeps going. Paddy Cripps in the Luminous and a 250 games of Lockie Whitfield. 145 of 250 there for the 250 games, and 847 of 850, almost 850 there for big Paddy Cripps. Big milestone there, the 250 game up. Alright, almost halfway through the hobby box. This one's taking a bit longer, given we're sleeving up a lot more. So we're hoping for some more good cards here. Big hits. Sean Manor from the Cats and another gold octane. This one is Logan McDonald from the Swannies. Number 153 of 315. And Sean Manor is a 697 of 850. Another high one there. But if you're looking for the Cats, when you're setting up your collection, not too bad there. I know Sarah that's got the Cats is a big Cats fan. As am I, so sometimes I see some of these cards and go, wouldn't mind that one for my own collection. Makes it a little bit difficult sometimes, but is what it is. All right. Jake Riccardi, and we have a Jai Clark from Fremantle, the ex-Cats book, talking about the Cats. Number 72 of 145. They are a lot of cards in these packs. Like I said, if you don't, I'm happy to send the base cards of these ones over here of the Footy Stars Hobby. They are pretty nice. Like I said, feel free to flick me a message through Messenger, and I'm happy to include them. Use good glue here at Select, that's for sure. Noah Anderson from GWS, and another octane of Xavier Lindsay from the D's, number 295 of 315. And Noah Anderson, 149 of 850. All right, let's get on to the other side. Started off pretty well. So we've got through all of our gold octanes. Shouldn't really expect too many more. Maybe another one of the, what do you call them again? The etched cards. See what else we can get. I've seen some good stuff come out of these. Quite nice cards. I do like this silver background on them. All right, James Rowbottom, and it looks like another boom. Harley Reid again. And numbered 28 of 140. They're very nice. I do like them. That's a couple of Harley Reid cards there. That's our second boom. Not sure what the box odds are of the booms in the lava in these. Right, Josh Tracy, what was it? He was the kicked the goal the other day to win the game against was it against Carlton, I think. Not Carlton, that was North Melbourne. I can't remember. And the milestone game of Ben Ainsworth, number 215 of 250. Bit of a funny misprint in the middle there. No one's picked up GWS, so it's not so bad. Yeah. I can't remember who they played. I know I picked the opposite team, and it didn't do my footy tipping very good. That's for sure. Harry Perryman from Collingwood, number 737 of 850, and another gold octane Max Gruzowski, 295 of 315. I've got no idea how to say that. I'm going to give up before I butcher it anymore. 5 of these octanes. It's seems quite high, but I can't remember exactly what the odds are for these. A bit like these luminous, they've got that nice little coloration for the team in the background. They do a good job, Select. Like, kind of until you see the cards in person. Mitch Georgiades from Port Adelaide, and an etched of Mr. Wood, Mason Wood, number 40 of 145. Three etches so far. We started off this box really well. It's kind of slowed down a little bit. Still got 4 packs to go. Alright, so we've got another gold octane. Tom McCarthy from West Coast, numbered 430 of 850, and a Archie Roberts, 111 of 315 in the gold octane. There's plenty of these coming out. I'm really hoping we can mix it up a little bit. Alright, 3 packs to go. Good luck, everyone. Close to the end. Well, I can see something a little bit different here. We've got Josh Dunkley in the luminous and Paddy Dangerfield in the green. Number 28 of 60. Very nice there, Sarah. Very nice. Again, one of those cards that look nice in the collection. I haven't seen one of these in person yet. They actually look better than I kind of expected them to look. They're very nice. There we go. Top loaded there. Chuck him up the top. 3 more packs. Here's one other insert. I can't remember the name of it. I've seen, and I can get a signature variation of it. One of those would be nice to pull for somebody tonight. George Wardlaw and a next gen Murphy Reed. That's not bad. A lot of people love the old Murphy Reed from Freo. Last year's Rising Star, number 97 of 99. And George was 194 of 850. And 1 left to go. 1 left. Let's hope for a last pack magic there. See if we can get something really good. We've got a few good cards here. We can't complain too much. But I'm sure everyone wants something a bit more. Something big to finish off. Alright, we do have something that looks like a bit different. Riley West from the Doggies. And a royalty Ruben Ginby from West Coast. So we did have something a little bit different at the end. Number 63 of 99. Again, some of these cards look a lot nicer. Like I said, in person, they actually look quite good. Well, thank you everybody for watching and following along, supporting our channel. Congratulations to those that have hit in tonight's break. Hopefully you picked up something really good, something that I'll get out in the mail early in the week. Like I said, if you're interested in your base cards for either set, flick me a message. If I don't hear anything by sort of Tuesday morning, I'll package them all up and get them out to everybody. So perfect. So next break, maybe next Sunday, let me know if you've got any interest in maybe might do a box of Seamless and a box of Eminence together, or another box of Hobby. Yeah, let me know what your thoughts are, and thank you very much for following along, and enjoy the rest of your Easter break. Thank you.